Yo, what's going on, guys?
We're back. If you saw my last video, I haven't changed, so... Well, I just don't ever take a shower or change my clothes or anything like that. But, if you saw my last video, it was the Dobyns Champion 705 CB. The top water rod. It's still sitting over here because I just shot the video, and you're going to see this in a couple days after I post the other video. So, yeah. The next one is going to be the ultimate, the absolute pinnacle of Dobyns, the jig skipping rod for them. I can pretty much skip with any of the jig rod lengths. 7.5, 7.6s, 7.7, whatever. 7.4, 7.5s. But this one for all-purpose jig skipping is probably their nicest rod that they make. And it is the Xtasy 725. I've kind of like brushed upon it in some of the other videos. But this is just kind of a breakdown of what I use it for, what my thoughts are compared to some of the other rods I've got. And I mean, to start out, it's an incredible rod. It's incredibly light. It's incredibly sensitive. The build quality on it is immaculate. Their cork, everything is awesome. Even with my plastic on and a little bit of staining, which I'm going to take off, and I've got to do a little sanding and U40 it anyway. But for skipping wise, the length for me is perfect. I tend to like a little bit longer rod for skipping under docks or skipping under laydowns, just because I like to have the leverage to get them out there, or getting the fish out of the cover. So for me, 7-footer's fine, but I like having that extra too. The 6'10" the Champion Series is great, but it's a little short for me. I just personally don't like anything under 7 foot. And I mean, I've got 755s. The 725 to me, I don't know if it's a mental thing or what. I don't know if it's just a half power lighter. Maybe it's a true 5 power, and the 755 is like a 755 and a half, as Gary said in the past before. I stick to pretty much 3/8 and ½ ounces on the 725. This is just a ½ ounce tungsten jig, and I've got it paired with 25-pound Seaguard Braze X. You can go 20-pound. This is an 8 1-to-1 reel. It's a Steve's Limited. But for the ultimate jig skipping, I've got the sensitivity of the backbone. I've got the tip. It's got a really soft tip to load that rod up and underhand roll, or you can do like what I've done before in some of the other videos, where you hold the jig in one hand and you can kind of sidearm it or sling it under the brush or the dock or anything like that. Build quality, this is awesome. I mean, it is a beautiful rod. Power wise, the specs on it are it's 7'2", it's 12 to 25 pound, 3/8 to 1½ ounce, mag heavy, fast action. I've never thrown a 1½ ounce jig on the 25 or the 55. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just a little bit too much on it. I've done 7/8 on the 755s, and it does fine. Like, I don't think there's a problem with that until you start getting into like really thick grass, and that's when I move to the 746. Hint, I hope. My wishing is Gary makes a 756 Xtasy, a true 6.5 power rod to handle 7/8 to 1½ ounce, just a straight broomstick. Especially with how thin these blanks are and how much lighter they are. Considering the 755 is an ounce lighter than the DX 745, which is an incredible jig rod. But that ounce is very noticeable when you're flipping and pitching all day. But this is going to be my ultimate jig skipping rod. I use it for close quarters. I use it for skipping docks, close quarters on overhangs. We've got a bunch of crap around here on the rivers that when it gets flooded, we got timber and stuff that just gets laid over, and we got trees that lay over. So it is the perfect jig skipping rod compared to like my 755, which is my all-purpose banging fish out deep, banging fish up close. I mean, it does everything for me, football jigs, all that kind of stuff. So 755 Xtasy is my ultimate jig skipping ride in the Dobyns lineup. It's just been an absolute blast to fish. I've let buddies fish it and they absolutely love it until I tell them the price tag on it. So budget wise, it's not budget friendly, but if you want the ultimate from Dobyns, this is a great ride. Their build quality is awesome. Don't look at that. It is what it is. You can get rid of that. Build quality wise, it's awesome. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Hopefully I make some more videos because it's getting there. Fish are going nuts. I'm probably going to try and start shooting some videos on the water, especially when I go up north for smallmouth. Should be a blast. It's always a great trip. We always crush them. That's coming up soon. But till then, we're going to be whacking some fish on jigs, spinnerbaits, topwaters, frogs, all that kind of stuff. So post down below. Thumbs it up. Do all that cool stuff. Getting past 3,100 subscribers. So appreciate it, guys. And hope you guys have a good one.